What up, my guys? Welcome into another show, man. NBA Talk with Jay Money. The intro wasn't that much today, man, but it's all good, my guys. My guy Shark living life. We gotta live our lives, right? Be happy, man. But it's a solo show today, man. We're gonna get straight into it. People like for me to recap, so people, oh, you guys fucking lost yesterday. You can't recap. You know what I'm saying? It's a damn good day, man. There's only really one play on the show that missed. That was the Hawks. I mean, they had to go on the 14. They had to only score 9 points in the fourth quarter for us to lose that game. You see what I'm saying? So it has to be some fuckery to mess us off, man. My guy says, boy, recap, man. It was a hell of a day, man. It was. I'm not just recapping because it was a good day. Really just like honestly come on here to talk just a few minutes about yesterday and what we saw. You know what I'm saying? So usually when there's like some late injury info, but we had a good day. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get into it for today. Let me see. Well, I guess my computer doesn't want me to recap, but the Heat 113-104 over the Pacers. That one, I was telling you guys, hey, the Pacers maybe shouldn't be laying 5.5 in this points in this game. Heat came out there trifecta spot. The Pacers never were in that game. They were kind of doing something with Sabonis in that one. He didn't come out there on the floor to start the game, but he did end up finishing it. But they still lost. Though Cavs smacked up the Wizards there, man. The Cavs just going to keep being money makers. There was another trifecta spot. They were up from the get-go in that one. Didn't look back. Smacked up those Wizards 116-101. The Hawks, man, I couldn't believe 20-9 in the fourth quarter, guys. How the hell do the Hawks only score 9 points in the fourth quarter? I don't know, but it happened. They only scored 4 points in the last 6 minutes of that game. You were up. You had to win. That playoff revenge for the 76ers came back in that one. They really wanted, but it was a piss away for the Hawks as well, my guys. The Timberwolves, no Karl Anthony Towns, no problem. Line went up to 9. Still get the cash with that one. My guy Shark, damn good call with that one. Timberwolves plus 7.5, plus the 8. They lose by 5, but get the cover. The Nets did a good job in that one, I must say. And for what it's worth, KD and Harden said that they were looking forward to this Bulls game. So we'll get to that in a sec. The Rockets, right? They get the win, but don't get the cover. The Magic get the cover plus 3. 116, 118. Rockets won 5 straight games now. Don't look now. They're losing tomorrow. Stop it. The Pelicans, guys, I kind of called something out yesterday, especially me and my guy Shark. I said, watch the Pelicans probably come in here and have a representative effort. We knew it was a revenge game, quick revenge. You always want to hop on that team that just lost, the quick revenge, little home and home. You want to hop on the team that just lost. The Pelicans came to play. Now, there was no Porzingis out there for the Mavs, but the Mavs were probably looking ahead to today's game, simply put. A few more. The Celtics, they kept it close with the Jazz in that one. I was telling you guys, I know me and Shark was going back and forth. I told him I like the Celtics in this. I like the matchups. They were getting 8 points, end up keeping that one to 7. It was really a winnable game. They were up 6 points late in that one. Then the Jazz got hot from 3. And then obviously they lost their game. The Warriors, trifecta spot, smack city over the Suns. We tried to tell you guys the line was high. It was high for a reason. Absolute smack city by the Warriors in that one, my guys. And then the Clippers. I have to come on here and talk my shit because everybody told me that I was wrong. Had people texting my phone saying, don't take this shit. So-and-so, okay. I'm riding with what I know. You dig what I'm saying? So I never come on here to pat my back, but I will on this one because everybody told me in this same chat, do not take this shit. Okay. Clippers trifected their ass, though. Okay. I'm sorry. First half, full game. But let's get to today's games, man. I really don't come here to pat my back, but damn, we had a damn good day, guys. Let's get straight to it, man. Let's go to the streets of New York. I see my guy in the chat over there. He's like, come on, Jay, let's go straight to the streets of New York. What's up, De'Ara? I see you. Went to high school with my girl there, man. What's up, De'Ara? Isaiah, I see you. Free Mind, Vitalis, what's up? Yeah, Lakers are the worst ATA's team. Yeah, everybody see LeBron coming back. They want to hop on it. Parlay Price, I see you. Jerry, what's up, my guy? He said he was right. We with the Clippers. I didn't get a haircut, but we still cash. Brian, my guy. Coy Moore, I see you. JT, fuck with me. Steven, Joel Weiss, Jay Gill, Star Child, James Smith, all y'all, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Josh, I see you. Frank, Nets Bets or Knicks Bets. Nets Bets. Oh, I might have to hop on them Nets today, man. Darren, I see you. Matt Porter. Let's get straight to it, man. Let's go to the streets of New York. I don't know why my computer trying to trip out on me, man. Don't stop all that shit, man. We're trying to get to some cash here, man. You see what I'm saying? Here, I go from the phone. I don't give a damn. I do it from the phone. But let's look at this game. I'll tell you this right now, right? So the Nuggets are coming off a terrible loss, in my opinion. The Nuggets are coming off a terrible loss to the Orlando Magic. What did they say after? Right? He said, Malone said, my team has to play defense. It's just the same old team that doesn't play defense. That's why they pissed that one away. They came out, covered the first quarter, first half. Me and my guy Shark called that game correctly, then piss it all away to the Orlando Magic. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is probably the bounce back game for the Nuggets, right? So I know that RJ Barrett is in there for the Knicks, and it's a when you have the early games, guys. Me personally, I think that it's better for the home teams. I mean, this is a noon start at the house. Now, there's two ways of looking at this. I like to usually take the home team at the house because, right, they're more influent. They woke up in their own beds and stuff, but still, it's still a funky spot, right? And then the road team I usually like to say that it's even a worse spot for them, that the early start favors the home team, but maybe sometimes it seems like the road team may come in a little bit more motivated. I'll be honest, I don't have a bet on this game. I know my guy Shark, he's not here with us today, but last night, he was telling me he wants to look towards the Nuggets here early in this one. And I agree, to be honest with you, even though it's an early start. I do see the Nuggets coming out with a little extra motivation after pissing that game away. They probably start to look ahead to this one. So I know they're in the midst of a long road trip, but when you have those type of games, the Nuggets going to say, "All right, look, guys, we came out terrible. I mean, we came out good in the last game, and let's come out here even more and not look back." So I know the Knicks are a damn good squad. They've been playing a lot better as well ever since they switched up the lineup. Kemba Walker's not getting any minutes anymore. They got Alec Burks starting there, so this is a different Knicks team right now, and they're balling. But on the flip side, the Knicks came out terrible the last game as well. Both teams came out trash. You see what I'm saying? Then the Knicks came all the way back and tried to make it close. So maybe you see the Knicks say, hey, look, this time we got to come out hotter as well. It's a tough game for me. Really merge points all over the place. And I usually only like to ride the home team in the early game. I'm not betting the Knicks here. You look at it, these teams match up really well up against each other, if you ask me. So I could see I want to say I'd see a defensive type game because the Nuggets were so trash on defense last game, but I don't like forcing plays, guys. Yeah, Rory says Knicks start slow. They have been starting slow. They are at the house, though, and have been at the house since the last game as well. So I'll be honest, guys, this is a good game to watch. These are not the type of games that I bet on. Star Charlie say under since it's an early game. I'd like to say so. Josh says he's riding with the Nuggets -2 plus 135, man. So, hey, especially with the spread right here, it may not be a bad look if you like the Nuggets in that one. Get you a little bit of extra juice in that one. Kemba Walker was an under cash call. Nuggets had 2 days rest too. That's a good point, Daniel. They definitely have the rest advantage. Only advantage is Knicks are due. What do you say? And they are home. Knicks D up everyone except Jokic under. Yeah, Jokic is not necessarily a good matchup for them. So they got Mitchell Robinson. Randall can't hold them. Robinson has been a little banged up here lately, hadn't been himself. I would like Noel up against Jokic a lot more. Robinson kind of, get flat-footed at times. Nuggets first half over. I couldn't talk you off there, George. I could not talk you off. George says everyone is on the under. Jerry said, I just hate the way the Knicks play. Yeah, no, the Knicks are so up and down and it's hard to gauge. You could say the same thing about the Nuggets, guys. So I hate to be short winning on this one, but I don't even really have a lean on this game. I like to watch this game, make a live bet, see who came to play. Some tells me that the Nuggets will come out with a little extra incentive, though. And guys, everyone turns up to play in the Garden. I can tell you that now. Just for whatever reason, teams like I can see Jokic really turning up his game even more. You look at the Nuggets. The Nuggets have won the past 7 games in this series. So for whatever reason, they've somewhat owned the Knicks of late. You could argue that the Knicks team last year was a little bit better. They were definitely a lot better defensively. Nuggets still cleaned them up. 114-89 in New York, 113-97 at the house. So for whatever reason, these guys clean them up. But it is very telling that the Knicks are the favorite in this game. You know how I said the Nuggets have cleaned them up in the last 7 games? Covered the spread as well in 5 of those 7. This is the first game that the Knicks are favored in this series. So what they're saying, what my guy Shark would say, that line functionality is telling you that the Knicks have a really good shot to cover this full game, especially with the books holding them as a favorite. Nuggets laid 5.5 and 3.5 last year. Now the line is moving towards Knicks -2. Now, obviously, a lot of that, no MPJ, no Michael Porter Jr., no Murray out there as well, and they lost PJ Dozier. So it's a lot of my guy said, Get Bread said, like he liked the under on the Knicks. Say it's a lock city, man. Y'all might want to ride with him. Alec Burks over 15.5 points. I like the look. I need money. He will get a lot of opportunities, that's for sure. Nice call with the Clips. Didn't see too many making that play. Let's hey, we cast it. They can't defend the perimeter. IQ gonna have a field day. Emmanuel Quickly. I love watching Quickly play. He's a baller. He plays passionate. We need more of that in the league today, guys. Just look at Quickly play. He just cares so much about everything, paying attention to detail, diving on the floor. Oh my God, I love it. You don't see that in the NBA too much anymore, man. Let's see. Netsbed says, I like Knicks to win by 48 minutes, mainly because Knicks second unit gonna shit on Denver. Denver depth is awful right now, bro. That's a damn good point. They got Campazzo, JaMychal Green. I'm a fan of JaMychal Green. No real guys off the bench here. So you know what? This is me. If I'm gonna look at Nuggets here, I'd be looking at Nuggets in the first quarter. After that, I could see the Knicks really taking the hold of this game, even though the Nuggets are pissed off and they're like they pissed away that last game. The Knicks have been losing a couple games as well. Like they're trying to come up, you know what I'm saying, as well. So I lean Knicks here. I lean Knicks full game. I lean Nuggets early, first quarter. And I'd be lean. The Knicks have been coming out terrible first quarter, first half. Then they'll turn it up in the second half. I lean Knicks in the full game. The numbers all over them as well. And I lean the Nuggets in that first quarter, my guys. So that's what we're doing. Starchild says he likes Knicks in the first half. Jay Gill says he likes Nuggets in the first half. Lean Knicks. He said lean Knicks by stand off this early game. I don't like forcing plays, guys. And with that being said, let's go to the next game. Isaiah Moore, really sharp capper, says Knicks is the spot. And that's a damn good point as well. The line is definitely all over them, my guys. The line is all over the Knicks in this one. In theory, it's definitely a double revenge game from last year. And they've lost 7 straight to the Nuggets. So you can say the Nuggets own them, or the Knicks like, hey, look, we got to get you guys back, kick you while you're down, while you don't have as many guards. I'm not betting the game. I lean Knicks full game, lean Nuggets in the first quarter. Let's go to the next game here. We're going to the streets of Brooklyn, my guys. And I guess I may even do a later show as well, because we just got that one early game. The reason why I'm doing this early show, then we got the rest of them. There could be a ton of info coming out, guys. But let's get straight into it. I love doing this shit, man. I love doing it. If it's Shark, with Skis, with my guy Friday, and Wham, myself. I just love coming here talking some basketball with y'all, man. If y'all can't hit the like button, subscribe, all this good stuff. All right, let's get to it. Inside info, right? Harden and KD, both of them say, hey, look, they have revenge this game. Look, we're looking towards this game versus the Bulls, right? They know it's the top. Bulls are balling right now, top 4 in the East, right? So the Nets, like, they looking at this game, okay. You think y'all big dogs, right? Let's come on and show y'all. You see what I'm saying? I think this is a Nets type of game, if you ask me. The Bulls, they're coming off a couple of wins, right? The Hornets, the Knicks, they had a day off of rest, right? So the Nets, it's in theory back-to-back game. They didn't have to travel nowhere. You see what I'm saying? If I see Harden and KD saying that they want this game, they're looking forward to this game, that tells me it's Nets or nothing. Huge injury news, right? There's a huge injury in this game. The Bulls would not have beaten the Knicks without Alex Caruso. If you guys have been watching basketball, Alex Caruso is maybe he's not the most important player on the team, because you got Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, and DeRozan. DeRozan's been balling. He's a damn good closer. He's the best. He has the highest fourth quarter scoring this year. He's the best closer in the game. But Caruso is probably the most important player on the team, guys. This is an injury that a lot of people may not think would be big. Caruso brings them energy. He's their best defender. He's questionable here with a hamstring. You don't want to put messing around with the hamstring, if you ask me. And just another key point, Caruso was plus 21 in the game. So while he was on the court, they were plus 21. You see what I'm saying? They only won the game by 4. They would have not have won that game without Caruso. And you look at his plus minus on a lot of their games, they wouldn't have won without his defense and energy out there. They already losing Javonte Green, right? He's a guard that they can throw in the starting lineup off the bench, whatever. If they don't have Caruso in this game, they will get smacked up. And I don't think that Caruso's playing with the sore hamstring. If you're questionable with a hamstring, you kind of don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to tweak that hamstring or get a rip in there, anything. You kind of just want to just take it slow. He may be out for the next few games. So nothing's written in stone. Caruso is just questionable right now. But just with me personally, if I seeing that hamstring, any injury, guys, when you see like with any sport, hamstring, soccer, football, basketball, they're probably not going to play. If they're without Kobe White, Green, and Caruso, and already without Patrick Williams, they will get smacked up in this game. I like the team. I like the way they're put together, but they will miss Caruso specifically in this game. It's already a revenge spot for the Nets. I like the Nets -3. I like the Nets -3 here. Like I say, we can wait for Caruso to be ruled out, but I really do think that there's a high possibility that he may not play today. Revenge spot here for the Nets. They've been at the house for 3 straight games already. This is the last game of their homestand before they head out on the road. What do I say? When the NBA teams are at the house and they're in their own arena for 3 to 4 games, they start to get hot. They start to get comfortable in their GM shooting wise with the same sight lines. Nets, I think they haven't covered the last 3 games, right? Been BSing around. They played around with the Timberwolves last night. You see what I'm saying? End up getting the win, but didn't get the cover. I like the Nets here, guys. I'm waiting on Caruso, but I really don't think that he'll play in this game. If he does play, he won't be at 100%. Only thing I need to see is KD and Harden say they're taking this game serious, or that they're looking ahead to this game. That shows me there's motivation. They just lost to the Bulls not too long ago, got smacked up by 20 points. They're coming here. They're coming. Cam Thomas probably won't be in this one. I'll let you know. But I think they have the guys that can stay in this one. If you ask me, you got to stay with Vooch. I'd probably look at some Vooch props. He cooked the Knicks. The Nets bigs are even worse than the Knicks. So if Vooch went off against the Nets, somebody give me the Vooch props real quick in the chat. I'd be looking at Vooch in this one, my guys. Let me see real quick. Let me get this props real quick. Because he cashed the versus the Knicks in the first half. I can tell you that right now. They need Thomas, but I may not for this game. This is a Harden KD type of game right here, my guy. Let me just see real quick. We're looking at the props. We're looking at Vooch props. My guy Vooch is at 17. It was at 17. I'm just saying he had 13 at the first quarter versus the Knicks. The Nets defenders are a lot worse, if you ask me. Vooch is the one that should be balling in this one. DeRozan, Levine, they're going to have defenders on them all night. They can still score, but Vooch will have the matchup edges in this game. I still think the Nets finna smack these boys, my guy. Let's keep it going. Let's. I'm not here to take up all your time. I like the Nets -3. I like Vucevic over 17 points. Let's go to the next game here. Let's go to the streets of Milwaukee here. It's a tough game, man. Good God. So the Heat just got the win yesterday. They're on the back-to-back. Now we have the Bucks here. Giannis, doubtful. At least we know this time that he's doubtful. So Nets have no defenders. I beg to differ, my guy. I beg to differ on that. Bembry, Patty Mills, James Johnson, Bruce Brown, 4 really good defenders. They got Claxton back as well. 5 really, Javon Carter, 6 really good defenders. I beg to differ. Go look at the numbers. Nets defense light years better than last year. Nets are the new Knicks. They somewhat struggle to score. Really good defense. Knicks, they can score easily. The defense has been trash. Go look at the numbers, my guy. Nets finna D these boys up. I lean the under in that game as well. Bulls still going to play some defense, even if Caruso's out. But Nets, for me, I like the Nets -3 in that one. Let's go to this next game. Heat versus Bucks. Giannis doubtful. He's probably not playing. Brook Lopez still out. He's gonna be out for a while. They got DeMarcus Cousins back. You see what I'm saying? So he's a yeah. KD can play some defense. KD can play some defense when he wants. He's long and lanky. You better. Jimmy Butler's questionable with a tailbone. They say he was gonna be out for the next 2. They already say he was gonna be out for 2 games. Yeah, so he's not questionable. Jimmy Butler's out. I don't even think he's not even on the trip with these guys. He's out for 2 games. So they will be without Bam. They will be without Jimmy. They played a good game yesterday. I don't like this spot for the Heat. I'll be honest with you. Even though without Giannis, I think that the Bucks can still get it done. This is a revenge spot as well. They got smacked up 137-95 over earlier this season. I was on the Heat in that game. It was playoff revenge. They had got swept by the Bucks last year, right? So I'll tell you this: the Heat will always have some revenge. It's like the Sixers yesterday. This game is almost like the exact same of the Sixers, but the Sixers had all their guys. I won't be too long with it. But when you have playoff revenge versus a team, it doesn't even matter, right, that they lost to them in the first game. They want to beat you every single time, even in the regular season. So the Heat still want this game, but I know that how the Bucks operate. They come off a bad game as well versus Toronto, one already game without Giannis. Now this should be the second game. I do see the Bucks possibly bouncing back here at the house. The Heat don't have a ton of offense right now. It's Lowry and Hero having to generate most of the offense because they don't have Butler out there. So this is a tough game. I don't want to lay 6.5 without Giannis in this one, even though I do think that they still will try to bounce back here. So this is a tough game because, like I say, the Heat always will have that playoff revenge getting swept from the Bucks last year. They'll always want to come to play here. They are getting 6.5 points, but they do have the rest disadvantage as well. They played on the back-to-back with travel. The Bucks coming off their loss versus the Raptors without Giannis. Here's the bounce-back game, if you ask me. So I think the Bucks should cover this game. Personally, I'm not taking it, though. I am staying off this game. I lean Bucks. Giannis is not playing. No Jimmy Butler, no Bam Adebayo. Lean Bucks in this one. I am staying off, though. Next game up. Oh, boy. We got the Mavs here. You dig what I'm saying? And I came up with something yesterday. I came up with something. You guys going to like this shit. I like this. Mavs, my guys. Smack City spot. Now, the Grizzlies, they're 3-0 without Ja Morant, right? They're 3-0. It's unsustainable. It's unsustainable. They've been balling out. And I'll tell you why I'm fading the Grizzlies today. They just put up NBA records, 152 points in a game. They just had the largest margin of victory in NBA history. This is a letdown spot. This is a letdown spot. What did the Mavs just do? They just put up 139, right? They put up 139 on the Pelicans. What did they do? Regress back to the mean the very next game. All of the numbers, they had just shot 69% from the field. That plummeted down to about half of that. The number of assists, everything. It was an absolute letdown spot. When you have such a good game like that, perfect shooting type of game, all of that, high energy, all of that, the next game is a letdown. I think that the Mavs going to smack these boys up, trifecta spot. I do think Porzingis should get ruled in. We will need Porzingis in this one. Mavs, is this a back-to-back spot? I'll be honest with you. We just got smacked at the house last night by 16 to the Pelicans. I said that right when we got off air yesterday. I told Shark, I said, you know what? The Pelicans probably going to win this game. They're at least going to cover. The Mavs are going to let down this game, probably going to look ahead toward the Grizzlies tomorrow, right? They hadn't played so far this year. What happened last time they played? The Grizzlies smacked up my Mavs, 133-104. I'm sure we remember that shit as well. Mavs, this line opened up at 6. It's down to 4.5. A lot of people liking the Grizzlies. I don't think so. Not so fast, if you ask me. Not so fast. The Grizzlies been hot, 3-0. Who did they just beat, though, without Ja Morant? Oh, the Thunder, the Raptors, the Kings. This isn't the Mavs, my guys. So it's a lot better team, a better offensively, defensively balanced than all three of those teams. I think this is the place where no Ja Morant shows up, right? The Mavs will want this game. They see the Grizzlies. Okay, you're balling. You just said our franchise record. We're coming today. Mavs. Let me get with the officials, man. Mavs minus 4.5. I'm taking first quarter, first half, full game. Trifecta spot for the Mavs for me. First quarter minus 1.5. First half minus 2.5. Full game minus 4.5. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's ride. Mavs trifecta spot. Let's go, man. We're trying to cash. Hold on, let me see real quick. Something's going on. Something's going on my phone real quick. What do I? All right, I'm gonna have to end the show pretty soon. Sorry, I hear stuff going on in my house over there, but no one's here other than me. So I might have to go get the stick real quick, see what the fuck is going on, man. But Mavs trifecta spot for me. Those are the official plays for me. First quarter minus 1.5. First half. My guy Shark in the chat. Luka, Luka has to stop crying to the refs. He has to stop crying to the refs. Let's look at the matchups real quick. Luka's going off tonight. The Mavs are going off tonight. Simple. The Mavs are going off tonight. We're finna smack the shit out the Grizzlies. Nothing's guaranteed, but I like this spot for the Mavs. Letdowns. It's a bounce back spot for the Mavs. It's a revenge spot for the Mavs. It's a huge letdown spot for the Grizzlies. You have a team that looks that good that game, they're gonna have a letdown next game. Oh, okay. You fat and happy, huh? Yeah, we're the best in the league. We don't need Ja Morant. Woo-woo. Okay. All right. Jaren Jackson Jr., you're gonna have some defense on him. Bane, he gonna have some defense on him tonight. Dylan Brooks, He gonna have some defense on him tonight. Let's get to it, my guys. Let's get to it. Mavs trifecta spot for me. Let's get to the next games. That's the main game that I like today. I do like the Nets -3, and I like the Mavs in the trifecta spot. Let's go to the next rest 3 games, my guys. Spurs versus Warriors. Tough spot, man. Tough spot. Warriors are coming off a huge game last night. Huge game. There was a Super Bowl type of game. They put all of their energy into that game. Now, could they put it back-to-back efforts together? Sure, they could. Some back-to-back, no travel, though. They're one of the hottest teams in the league. They get hot at the house. You look at it, though, the Spurs have been getting hot as well. I'll be honest, this line was at 10. It's been bet down to 8.5 on the Spurs. I think that's sharp money. The Spurs, it's crazy to say, they covered 4 out of 5. I've been watching this team. They're starting to get things together. DeJounte Murray, Derek White, they're balling out. They got Pirtle back. They're somewhat defender. This team is low-key playing their best basketball of the season right now. So I know I'm probably not taking it, but I'd be looking at the Spurs. It was at +10 last night. It's down to +8.5. I agree with the line move. Warriors are coming off a huge game. They could possibly have a letdown here as far as the spread. They should win regardless, but don't be surprised. The Spurs can defend them well, in my opinion. DeJounte Murray versus Curry, he's going to be on his ass. I can tell you that. And like I say, it's a huge game last night that they really got up for. Why do you get up for the Spurs? They could. The Warriors cover these type of spreads on accident all the time. What Shark say? What you like, Shark? He says, Brooklyn. We going with the Brooklyn or what? So lean Spurs in that game. Simply put, Warriors come off a huge game. The Spurs playing their best basketball of the season. I'm not taking it, and I understand why people on the Warriors, it's tough to bet against them right now. But just know the Spurs, they could definitely come in here and keep it within 3 or 4 points. The way with their defense alone, the Spurs are really ramping up their defense. I can really see them keeping this one close, mainly because Murray can hang with Curry. That rhymes. Murray can hang with Curry. Let's see what happens, my guys. I could see a slight letdown from the Warriors here. Win by 3 or 4. It'd be a win-win for them. Steph Curry fixing his game too. I'll stop it. Let's go to this Brooklyn versus Blazers game. Celtics versus Blazers game. Celtics on the back-to-back. They got me a little bit of cash yesterday. Now, Jaylen Brown's questionable. It's conditioning. You know what I'm thinking? I think Jaylen Brown may have sat out yesterday, so he didn't have to play the back-to-back. You know what I'm saying? Utah, Portland, whatever. Because he wasn't really. It's condition. He's questionable with condition. Jaylen Brown may be coming back today. Who's out? Anthony Simon's out. They're down to only 2 point guards. Dame was already out, right? And so now I told y'all this last game when we took the Spurs. They only had Anthony Simon, CJ McCollum, who's not a real point guard, Dennis Smith Jr. off the bench. Dennis Smith Jr. is going to have to start now, or McCollum might have to start at the 3. I don't know what they're going to do, to be honest with you. They're down a ton of guards. I think the Celtics win this game. They're on a back-to-back. The Blazers have the rest advantage. They're at the house in a back-to-back spot. I still think the Celtics are going to get him, guys, simply put. And don't be surprised if Jaylen Brown gets ruled in. Now, you could wait to the last minute. Brown could get ruled in and Tatum get ruled out or someone else. Robert Williams III only played 15 minutes, but that's because he got in early foul trouble and Gobert was cooking him. I think the Celtics going to get this win. And I think that the Blazers are going to go on a slide. They're without McCollum. They're without Little, one of their best perimeter defenders. Now you're missing the Anthony Simons, who was going to be your starting point guard or coming off the bench. They only got 2 guards over there to handle the ball. It's tough, man. I like the Celtics in this one. Let's cash, Shark. Shark say he like the Nets. I like it too. I love when we align. Let's fucking go. Hey, we finna get out of here, man. But I do like the Celtics in this one. The Blazers, I do think they're about to go on the slide. They are regressing to the mean, as they should. Clippers versus Kings, a little bit of inside info. Paul George did say he tweaked his ankle, so I don't know if he just doesn't like playing the Kings. Marvin Bagley, third, probable here. Harrison Barnes is doubtful. Mo Harkley's still out. The Kings are showing, hey, look, they know they have to come back with better effort. I'm watching the interviews. Rashawn Holmes is like, we got to be accountable. We got to hold ourselves accountable. Come out there, keep doing what we're doing, but play hard every single night. Now, they're coming off a game where they just beat the Clippers. Now, the Clippers have the rest disadvantage. They obviously just had to beat the Lakers last night. But I don't like that Paul George. I would like to be on the Clippers here in the revenge spot. I don't like that Paul George saying he tweaked his ankle and they don't necessarily know if he's going to play. So I wouldn't be surprised if Paul George actually sits this game because of an injury. with that quick home and home revenge, I still lean Clippers here. If they come in here and take this game serious, they should beat the Kings. But I can understand my guy in the chat saying Kings gonna win, Mark. I can understand it's a 50-50 type of game. There's no way I'm betting it. I don't like the letdown spot for the Clippers. There was a really big game for them last night, close game as well. It's a tough game. Lean Clippers. I could still see scenarios where Kings clean them up back to back, but that's only if the Clippers don't take this game serious. If they take it serious, they should smack them up, man. I like the Celtics -1.5. I do. I think the line's gonna move. I wouldn't be surprised if someone did sit, so I'm gonna wait for that one. But I do think the Celtics will win the game. I'm gonna leave it as a lean for now. That's a game I'll definitely wait for at the last minute to bet with them coming on the back-to-back from Utah. I like the Nets here. We go with Caruso likely out with a hamstring. The line should move. My guy Shark likes it. Shark and Jay official Nets -3. My guy Shark, he's here in the spirits. Shark and Jay official Nets -3. Let's fucking go. Nets bets. Get your ass in the chat. Let's go. Let's cast. Mavs trifecta spot. Simple, not easy, but simple. Mavs trifecta spot for me, man. First quarter -1.5, first half -2.5, full game -1.5. I like it. Letdown spot for the Grizzlies. They're 3-0 without Ja Morant. I don't think it's sustainable. You got the Mavs here coming off a revenge game from last year, losing by 29, getting smacked up to the Grizz. You could argue that it's not as good of a Grizz team, especially without no Ja Morant, no Valanciunas over there to give the Mavs fits. Give me the Mavs here, trifecta spot, letdown spot for the Grills, bounce back spot for the Mavs, revenge spot for the Nets -3. Let's fucking go, man. I lean Knicks full game, Nuggets first quarter, nothing official staying off the game. Like to say I lean towards the Bucks there. I'm not laying the 6.5 versus a team that has playoff revenge. Even without Giannis. So they don't have Giannis. They had Giannis, it might be a Smack City spot. Heavy lean to Celtics. I'm going to wait for it to full squad here. Jaylen Brown should be back. I'm just going to wait to make sure they don't rest Time Lord, Robin Williams III, or Jason Tatum or somebody. So I like the Celtics in that one. I fully believe Celtics are winning that game. Like to say I lean the Spurs, staying off that one. Lean Clippers a little bit with the revenge, but definitely staying off that one. Waiting on Paul George. So today, the top three, well, I'm going with Mavs, trifecta spot, trifecta J. I'm going with the Nets, -3, Shark and J official. And I also like the Celtics. I'm going to leave it as a heavy lean for now. Celtics should have everyone in there, and I'm definitely taking them versus the Blazers. I know it's a back-to-back, but they are the much better and deeper and healthier team like the Celtics there, my guys. Finna get out of here. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. My guy Shark wasn't on the show today. He still come through on the chat. That's a real one right there, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the retweet as well if you can on Twitter, my guys. That's the least we ask for. We're not selling picks. We're still giving out free plays, man. Hit the retweet. Let's get 50 retweets on the show. Let's get 5,000 views on the video, my guys. We're going live tomorrow with the top plays. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave some comments as well. Whatever you're betting, college football, college basketball, let me know. We out. Love you guys, man. Let's cash.